eligible akong mangutang ng 100,000 pesos in GLoan by GCash. Ang tanong, is it worth it? Well, let's find out. Hi guys, Yuplo here. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin, worth it bang mangutang ng 100,000 in GLoan? So again, I was eligible kasi to be able to borrow money using yung GLoan na feature. However, before tayo mag-start, I wanna give a quick shout out sa ating new channel member na si RJ Musa. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you also want to become a channel member, just check out the link down in the description. Ano yung mga benefits mo once you are a channel member. So once again, to all my channel members, I really appreciate your support. So ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung GLoan. So if hindi ka pa familiar sa GCash kasi, meron siyang maraming mga features and benefits kung saan isa sa mga features na pwede mo ma-maximize is yung tinatawag na GLoan, meaning you can borrow money. And as you can see dito, pwede kang pumunta sa GCash account mo tapos makikita mo yung borrow na tab dyan sa gilid. Click mo lang yan, then makikita mo yung mga different features na pwede mo ma-avail. So meron GLoan, may GGives, may GBorrow, Borrow Load, and my GCredit. So in this video, pag-usapan natin yung GLoan. So click natin yung GLoan, and dito makikita mo yung amount na pwede mong i-borrow, yung eligible kang i-borrow. So as of my case, as you can see dito is 100,000 pesos, tapos payable in 9 to 24 months, and an interest rate of 1.99%. So medyo maliit siya pakinggan, no? Tapos processing fee of 3%. So itong processing fee medyo malaki. However, later i-compute natin, is it really worth it na mag-borrow ng 100,000 pesos. Now, in your case, check out mo yung GCash mo if eligible ka ba. So, dito kasi makikita mo yung amount. So, minsan, nag-change yan like 5,000, 25,000. In fact, yung previous ko na I'm eligible of is 25,000 lang. So, ngayon, na-shock ako kasi naging 100,000 pesos na. Now, before tayo mag-proceed, paano ka ba maging eligible to have GLoan? Paano ka ba makapag-avail sa feature na to? So, for you to do that, basically, just punta ka lang dun sa profile mo. So, just check yung profile. And dito sa profile, meron ka makikita na G-score. So, if i-click mo yan, dyan mo makikita yung G-score mo. So, in my case, 642. So, I'm not sure if that's a big number ba or malit ba yan na number. But, naging eligible ako for 100,000 for a G-score of 642. And paano mo ba mapa-increase yung G-score mo? So, basically, dito mo lang ipapakita sa GCash na marunong kang gumamit ni GCash. So, meron dito like increase your G-score like send money, pay money, borrow money, grow money, enjoy, and insure. Ako personally, yung ginagamit ko dito palagi is yung send money and yung grow money. Kasi I'm using GCash to invest in crypto kasi. So, dito ako nag-grow ng money. And I'm also using yung G-save. So, nagsisave din ako using yung GCash ko. So, if you want to grow yung G-score mo, make sure you maximize itong mga feature na to. Like, pay bills, so you can do that. Ito, if you also do yung GBorrow or you do GLoan, GCredit. So, meron din ako kasi dati GCredit. So, lagi ko siyang ginagamit. So, most likely, baka isa din yung reason bakit na-increase yung G-score ko. But, ako personally, yung minamaximize ko talaga is yung grow na feature nila. So, by doing all this, itong mga tasks na to, you're telling GCash na marunong kang gumamit ng GCash, and with that, they are confident to lend you money. So, keep doing this, and you can increase your G-score, and once you increase your G-score, doon ka na maging eligible na magkaroon ng malaking cash for you to be able to borrow in GCash. Ngayon, balikan natin yung 100,000 pesos. Is it worth it ba na mangutang 100,000 pesos through GLoan by GCash? So, again, balik tayo dito, 100,000, 9 to 24 months. So, 24 months is actually 2 years. Tagal mo kailangan bayaran, no? And then 1.99% interest per year and 3% processing fee. So, right now, if i-click natin yung proceed, so makikita natin dito na nag-auto-compute si GCash. So, as you can see dito, 24 months at 1.99% interest, 6,156.67 pesos per month yung kailangan mo bayaran. So, you need to pay this on a monthly basis. Tapos dito, select the purpose of your loan. So, dito nilagay ko like business expansion. However, meron 3% processing fee. So, dito yung medyo masakit. So, 3,000 pesos, 3% of 100,000, that's 3,000. So, medyo masakit yan, di ba? So, yung total na ma-receive mo is 97,000 pesos na lang. So, with that, again, review natin, 97,000 yung marireceive mo, 6,156.67 per month yung kailangan mong bayaran. So ngayon, let's compute magkano ba yung total na kailangan mong bayaran with this kind of setup. So as I mentioned, yung monthly natin is 6,156.57 pesos. Times natin yan by 24 months, that's 2 years. So sobrang tagal, no? So yung total na mababayaran mo is 147,757. However, yung na-receive mo lang is 97,000 kasi again may 3,000 na processing fee, di ba? So minus natin yan by 97,000. Okay? So yung total na interest mo na babayaran mo in a 2 years time is 50,757. That's actually like 50%. Diba? Like, I think that's more than 50%. So compute natin. Ito yung yung interest na bayaran mo, 50,000 divide mo by 97,000. Yan lang yung na-receive mo. So that's actually 52.32%. That's sobrang laki na interest in 2 years time. So of course, it may make sense naman if divide natin yan by 24 months. So that's around just 2.18% interest on a monthly basis. But for me, if you ask me, 50,000, you borrowed 100,000 and yung interest na babayaran mo is 50,000. Sobrang laking interest yan. So ngayon, let's answer the question, is it worth it? So, is it worth it? So, if yung gagamitin mo, number one is, it's gonna be an expense, like, you're gonna go travel. So, you borrowed 100,000 para makapag-travel ka, pupunta ng Japan. Okay? Kasi, sabi nila, mura daw yung Japan ngayon. But, hindi siya maging worth it. Like, para bang you enjoy now, pero you're gonna suffer later. So, meaning magdo-double time ka in working just for you to pay off yung utang. Yung like 50% na interest. For me that's sobrang laki. So you can even get that in investing, diba? Tapos at the same time, let's say bibili ka ng bagong gadget or TV. So again, if it's an expense, I believe it's not gonna be worth it. Second naman, if gagamitin mo siya for emergency. So for emergency. So yes, it might help you in the short term. Pero again, ang utang is not a solution to a financial problem. So, ang utang, that's actually another problem. So, if may emergency ka and you borrowed money to pay for your emergency, then, ayun, basically, you're just solving a problem with another problem. So, if you ask me, medyo hindi pa din worth it borrowing money to pay off yung emergency. Tapos, yung solution nun is dapat meron ka talagang emergency fund. So, you have to really set aside a portion of your savings, your income, as an emergency fund. Next naman is, should you borrow money to invest? So, eto, I actually have a upcoming video about borrowing money to invest. But, if you borrow money tapos i-invest mo, let's say, in the stock market, in the cryptocurrency, or in high-yield savings. So, if ko-compute mo lang, no, like logically, very obvious na hindi, di ba? Hindi siya worth it. Like, you borrowing money at 50% na interest in 2 years time, or let's say 25% in 1 year. Pero you're investing in like, let's say in REITs, mga around 6%, 8% interest per year lang yung kikitain mo. So, it does not really make sense. However, the only time na magiging worth it yung pag-borrow ng money is if you're gonna you're gonna invest it in a business. So, in a business. So, let's say, for example, I was actually considering this one na I'm gonna hire somebody to help me in my YouTube channel. So, but again, to make it, since hypothetical lang ito, so, let's say, for example, I borrowed money, so I have a cash pang sweldo ng, let's say, I hire a video editor. Tapos, if I hire a video editor, tapos nag-double yung revenue ko, okay, then, yung 50,000 na interest in 2 years time, because nag-double yung revenue, pwede siyang makuha in like 6 months time, mabayaran ko na yung interest. And whatever is left, on the 2 years time na I'm paying for that loan. So basically parang yung profit na from hiring somebody would pay for that loan. So yan magme-make sense if you borrow money, tapos i-invest it, nakikita ka ng mas mabilis that you can pay off yung interest in a much faster time. So that for me is the only way na makikita ko na worth it borrowing money. How about you? If ikaw eligible ka to loan 100,000 pesos in GCash, yung tanong ko sa'yo, would you borrow money? And if you borrow money, where will you spend it? So let me know in the comment section down below. Tapos, in GCash kasi, borrowing money is one of the features. Actually, there are other ways you could also explore sa GCash. In fact, I have a video. You can check out this next video kung saan I shared dito 4 ways on how you can grow money through GCash. So, instead of borrowing money, I highly suggest you grow your money. So, again, check out this next video if you want to grow your money using GCash.